all I know of that song. Hey, you guys. Okay. Today's a crazy day. Today's my birthday. I have been 19 for 1 hour exactly. So, I have this little lava cake from Domino's. Let's light it. Make sure the foam is away, or I'll light the place on fire. Oh my god, can I? There we go. Okay, hold on. Okay. Okay. That was the most anticlimactic thing that has ever happened. I have a fan over there and it blew out the candle. Sometimes I'm like, could it get worse? And it always can. Anyway, that sucked so bad. Welcome back to The Buzz with Beth. I am your host, Bethany Haven, and today's my birthday, and the fan blew out my candle for me, so I'm actually really happy about that. But, that's fine. I'm not even mad about it. It might as well have happened, But let's take a bite of this, shall we? Oh my god, there's powder all over me. Now that I've swallowed that, I have this little strawberry lemonade Capri Sun. Remember when they found that worm in the Capri Sun and everyone and their mom was like, no, the Capri Sun, oh my god, don't drink the Capri Sun, you're gonna die, there's a worm in it. And yeah, that happened. I remember that. And so then they had to start making the Capri Suns like with a see-through bottom, but this isn't really a Capri Sun, it's a Country Time strawberry lemonade. So, we don't have the luxury. Anyway. So today's my birthday. I turned 19 and I guess that's really all there is to it, but I have a very special surprise for you guys. I don't know if you've noticed throughout these first 5 minutes, but I have been picking up my phone. Or maybe you didn't notice. Maybe I cut it out in editing. But I've been picking up my phone while they're recording. And what does this mean? I'll tell you what this means. It means I got a camera. You could say I'm a professional. You could say, and it would be factual to say, that I am most definitely, the best podcaster to ever grace planet Earth. And you would be right. You would be right to think that, to say that. But yeah, I'm really excited about the camera. I feel like we're stepping up our game, guys. And we've had the podcast for almost 7 months. Get into that for a minute. That is crazy. Dude, I remember, if you guys go back to the first episode, I know some of you guys have been here since day one. My day oneers, I love you. But I didn't have anything in the studio. The only thing that's really been a constant is Fish City. Yeah! Dude, I feel like we've grown so much. And it's crazy. It's literally crazy. But yeah, I feel like, I don't know, I'm almost emotional over it because it's my birthday. I've had the podcast for 7 months. We've grown so much, and I'm very grateful. So thank you guys so much for being here. And it's the best birthday gift I could have asked for. Now, let's talk about something for a minute. What do I want for my birthday? There's one thing I want more than anything, and you might be asking what that is. And I'm happy to tell you. And that's justice. Justice for me. Because I'm going to tell you something that happened. Oh, before I start, look at my slippers. Ooh, God. Ladybugs! Cool. I think they're cool. So, it's now happened 2 years ago since this fatal day in my life. So, when it was the summer of '69. So, it was 2 years ago. It was the summer before I started my senior year of high school. And I had just come out of my junior year. And as we know, my lore, I had a very, very awful junior year. I just got out of high school for the summer, or just got out of my junior year for the summer. I was out of school, and I had just come out of like the worst bullying situation I had ever been in. And not only that, literally everything in my life was poo. Okay, it was awful. It was the worst time in my life. But I'm finally out of school, and it's summer. And I get a text from my best friend at the time. And she's like, hey, I'm going to this concert with this one girl and this other girl, but one of them dropped out, so I have an extra ticket. Do you want to come? And I was like, oh my God, yeah, of course. Yeah, I want to go 100%. And I was so excited. Because, I was like just excited to have friends because I never get invited to stuff, right? Like ever. It's just not something that happens for me. And as we know now, it gives me anxiety. But at the time, I was just happy to be invited somewhere because, of course, I'm going through a really rough time. And I was like, oh my God, I have like real friends and they want to invite me to something, not just like going out to get something to eat, but they're inviting me to a concert. I was so excited. And I was like, yes, I want to go. And she's like, great. And so like we made the plans. I was like, where is it at? What's the band? And the band, I had never really listened to any of their music. I had heard of them, but I didn't really know who they were. So I looked them up. And guys, I did a complete deep dive on this band because I was like, if I'm going, I want to be a fan. I want to know every song. I listened to every single song, learned all of the lyrics, watched every single music video, watched every interview they had ever done, read articles about them. I looked up each individual person, learned about all of their life. And then I bought like a few new outfits so I could have choices when it comes to the day of the concert. I was so excited. And I'm texting my friend like every day. I was like, oh my God, I'm so excited. I'm getting these new clothes. It's going to be great. And it comes to the day before the concert. And I text my friend. Let's call her Alex. We'll call her Alex. I actually know a girl named Alex. This isn't about you, girl. So I text Alex and I'm like, hey, I'm so excited for the concert tomorrow. I have my outfit picked out. I'm literally so excited. And she goes, hey, about that, I have to cancel. I'm sick. And I'm like, oh my God, are you okay? Like, what's wrong? And she's like, I'm just sick. I'm so sorry. I have to cancel. And I'm like, okay. And of course I was bummed. I had the only concert I had ever been to prior to that was the Taylor Swift concert. And that was when I was 13. By this point, I think it was like right around my birthday. So I was turning 17. And I was like, but you know what? It's okay. Hey, I hope you feel better. I understand. No big deal. But honestly, I'm not going to lie to you guys. I felt a little off. The whole thing felt a little too convenient, right? It felt a little too good to be true. I mean, not in my case, but it felt off. The situation felt sketchy. But I'm like, oh well, it's fine. And so I text her the next day of the concert. And even the days after that, like for a week straight, I keep asking, hey, how are you feeling? Are you okay? And she won't text me back. And when she does, it's like hours, like days later, honestly. And I'm just like, that's weird. And I was just really confused. Like, why won't she text me back? But I'm like, oh, well, forget it. But it still felt really off, like the whole situation. And I had never forgot it. And guys, let's get into this. I think they went to that concert without me. Let me explain. The girl who originally dropped out of the concert. Okay, I was a second choice. Let's get that out of the way. I was a second choice. One girl had dropped out of going. The girl who dropped out of going was best friends with the two other girls. Okay, they were like a tight-knit group. I wasn't really a part of that. I was their like friend, but I wasn't. The girl who dropped out does not like me. Does not like me at all. To this day, does not like me. I don't know why. I barely ever talk to her. Like, truly, I barely ever talked to her. And anytime I was around her, like, upon meeting her, she was just rude to me. Like, she was very standoffish, very cold, did not like me. And I was like, okay. So she's not going. But at the time, I was like, well, I guess she's not going. But they're subbing me in, okay? Coach, put me in. So keep this in mind. That girl does not like me. Then I think, okay, well, the girl, Alex, Every time I try to text her, she's not texting back. So that's weird. The one girl who doesn't like me, I don't even have her number. I don't know her. They said that she was going on a trip. And I don't know. I was like, I took their word for it. And then the other girl, I never talked to her either. So the only person I ever talked to about going to this concert was Alex. But I also know that they were a very tight-knit group. And I was like the person kind of intruding upon it. But every time I've seen these people since, they've barely talked to me and treated me very cold. And I don't know why. And I just like, I have to think that they went without me. Like, I do not have proof, but I would bet my life they went to this concert without me. It's just like, I have this feeling that they did. I really think they did. Because the one girl did not like me at all. And I'm thinking maybe if she found out I was going, she wanted back in. Or maybe she just wanted back in, and so they booted me out. And so Alex, very cold towards me. The one girl who doesn't like me doesn't even fool with me at all. And every time she sees me, she gives me disgusted looks. And then the other girl who was going, every time she sees me, she's overly nice. Like, very, very nice. And I'm like, okay, weird. And I'm thinking of all of these facts, okay? All of the facts, I'm putting it together. I trace the evidence, make it make some sense why the wound is still bleeding. You were the one that I loved. Don't need another metaphor, simple enough. A wrinkle in time like the crease by your eye. This is why they shouldn't kill off the main guy. Dreams. I didn't change the sign. Crap! Okay. But I'm thinking, I swear on my life, I think they went to this Interesting. I think they went to this concert without me. And I need to know. I've like talked to other people about this. I've told them the story and they're like, oh, they definitely went without you. And I just want to know, did they go without me? What do we think? Like, I really want to know if they, I want to ask them because it's been 2 years since. I just want to ask them, did they go without me? I'm not even going to like throw a fit over it. I'm not going to be mad. I need to know because it's just like, you didn't tell me you were going to cancel until the day before. And I understand you can get sick, but isn't it awfully convenient to get sick the day before? Yeah, it happens. But that coupled with the fact that Alex won't even talk to me, basically. Every time I see her, very cold. And it's just, everything's off. Everything is off every time I talk to her now. The other girl, overly nice. And then the one girl who dropped out initially does not like me at all. And there's others who agree on that fact. So if I mean, like, come on. I'm not crazy. If I couple all of the evidence together, they went to this concert without me. And I want to ask them so bad. Like, just, hey, did you go? If you did, it's fine. It's in the past. Tell me, did you go? I'm not friends with any of them anymore. Because they, like, pushed me away so much. Because I'm like, did they push me away because they felt so guilty for what they did? The one girl, I know she didn't feel guilty because she didn't like me. But Alex, because we were tight. Like, we would hang out. We hung out once. So let me not embellish. But we were pretty tight. I mean, we were friends for years. And then after that, she was so cold towards me. And I know I didn't do anything. Of course, I'm perfect. I mean, but like, I feel like Katherine Heigl. I know I'm nice. I know I did nothing wrong. And I just, what do you guys think? I really wish there was someone else here because I want to ask them, did they go without me? But yeah, I want justice. I thought I got a message. What if it was them? I got my friend Maria addicted to words with friends. I'm the coolest person alive. I want to see if they still... I can't check my followers. Never mind. Well, wait, hold on. I can. Oh, yeah, no. She still follows me. I just don't follow her back. Maybe I'm the problem. But, like, I know I didn't do anything wrong. But I, like, guys... I know I'm, like, someone who has, like, a lot of anxiety, and I think people are out to get me, and blah, blah, blah. I have a lot of problems when it comes to, like, relationships, right? But, like... I swear, like, put that aside. I believe in my soul they went to this concert without me. And I think that this Alex girl felt so guilty that she did it because she wasn't as close with me as she was with the girl who dropped out. And I think the other girl wanted back in, and because they're better friends, she was like, yeah, come back in. I'll just tell her I'm sick. I bet it was, like, all calculated. And I think she felt so guilty that now it like ruined her relationship with me. Like, she can't look me in the eye anymore because she feels so guilty over it. Little does she know, I know what you did. It was pretty friggin' obvious. But yeah, I just want to talk about that because I want justice and I really want to know what you guys think. So put in the comments, message me, DM me, do what you will. Let me know. Do you think they went to the concert without me? Let me know. Now, next topic. How do people miss high school? Actually, how do people miss high school? Even for a second, how do people miss high school? I literally, I do not understand. Huh? That is crazy. I swear. I was talking to this guy the other day. Not like talking, but like we were in conversation because we were sitting next to each other. That was that situation. And he was like, I had a really good time in high school. I miss high school. And he was popular. And honestly, he sucks. Bad. He's an awful person. And I'm like, of course you miss high school. You peaked in high school. Like, I don't get it. Like, how do you miss high school? Like, I just don't understand how it was an enjoyable experience for anyone involved. When I was in high school, you could not pay me $1 trillion to go back. No, ma'am. If I had to go back to high school, I'm kicking the bucket. I'm so sorry to say. If I have to go back to high school, I'd rather die. I would sooner die. Ew. Gross. I just don't understand it. High school was truly one of the worst experiences of my life. After that, middle school. After that, elementary school. And after that, preschool. And I know you're thinking, Beth, how could preschool have been bad? You don't know me at all. We'll get into it another time. But yeah, it was crazy. It was very, very crazy. Now, let's talk about the song Supercut. I want to have a Supercut summer. Supercut by Lorde. Let's get into it. Supercut is truly one of the best songs of the modern day. The way it was crafted is so beautiful that it is really one of the most defining songs of our time. If you want to know how the song goes, I'll let you know. Supercut of us. Supercut of us. Maybe you recognize that part, or maybe you recognize this part. It's used in a lot of edits. In your car, the radio up. In your car, the radio up. You keep trying to talk about us. Slow motion, I'm watching our love. I'll be your quiet afternoon crush. Make you... Maybe I don't know the words. Anyway. But I just feel like that song is so... like... every time I listen to it, I just, in my head, I'm imagining these moments of summer. Like, that could, like, of course, I have no life, but, like, say I did have a life. If I did have a life, it would totally be Supercut. Like, that vibe, that boom, 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 boom. Like, get real for a second. Like, I would totally, like, get my little vintage camera. I would record little segments of my summer. I'd put them all in a sequence, and boom, you have Supercut. Boom, you have Supercut. I think it would be great. And I don't know why I want to talk about that, but I feel really passionately about that, how that song could really, like, say that things were going better for me. That song would really define my life. And I know it's about, like, kind of an ended relationship, but, like, there's so much more in my head to this song. I don't know. I just feel like that is really a song that defines my life. I really do. Like, if I had to make the playlist of my life, that song would be in it, which I've actually had to do before for a school assignment, and I did not include that song. If I could go back, I would include that song. Anyway. Hey guys, editing Beth here. I am watching this back. I do not know how to explain what I'm talking about when I'm talking about Supercut. Either you get it or you don't. But that song is just like, it moves me in a way I cannot describe. God bless Lorde. Supercut of us. Supercut of us. Yesterday I went to the aquarium, and honestly, I wasn't impressed. I was not impressed because, and I'll tell you why. I wanted to see the turtles. I wanted to see the turtles really bad, and I got nothing of the sort. I went to see the turtles, and the kids kept getting in the way. I understand. Aquariums are usually for children, but I want to see fish. I want to see sharks. Who says sea creatures are for the young? I want to go to the aquarium. I wanted to see the turtles. Is that such a crime? Is that such a crime? I don't think so. I walked to the turtle exhibit. I'm like, I'm going to get a picture. I'm with the turtles. I'm going to do this. I'm walking over to it. Children swoop in. They ruined. Dude, I couldn't even get one moment with them because these two kids were like, turtles. I wanted one moment to see the turtles. But did I get that? No. It so was not fair. And I know what you're thinking. Beth, you're making a big deal about this. Okay, well, you don't know my life. Okay, you don't know me. You don't know what went down. All you know is what I'm saying, and I'm not even doing it justice. It was a huge letdown. I wanted to see the turtles, and I didn't get to. And you know what? I am mad about it. You know what? I'll never forgive. And you know what else I'll never forget either? It's not my style. Don't I look so good right now? Dude, before this, I recorded a makeup tutorial, because I know some of you guys asked for that. And I was going to show you guys how to do my makeup. I recorded like the whole thing. Microphone was never on. Had to describe the entire thing. It was so embarrassing. I posted a little clip of that happening to my Instagram, and a guy I think is really cute watched it. And it's a guy I have history with. Not like history as in we were in a relationship or whatever. It was more so history of me making a fool of myself. Because I tend to do that a lot. And that's fine. It haunts me. And I'll be honest there. It does haunt me. And that's fine. So let's get into this. Trissa Vaughn, Ross Lynch. What's happening? What is happening there? Did you guys see the performance the other night? That was so hot. That was crazy. We really won that day. That was crazy. That was so hot. I don't know. Which brings us to our celebrity crush, Ross Lynch. Ross Lynch, I don't know if you're in a relationship or not. I can't remember, frankly. Ross Lynch, I don't know if you're in a relationship. Honestly, to be quite frank, I can't remember. I do not recall. Say you were single. I could be an option for you. Do you want me? Is what I'm trying to say. The ball's in your court. Do you want this? Do you want what's going on here? And you can tell me the stakes are so low. And you know what else is low? The bar. The bar is also low. And I please give me a chance. Please give me a chance, Ross. Please give me a chance, Ross Lynch. Okay, it's fine. Oh my god. So yeah, I feel, did I just discuss every friggin' topic? Hold on. I don't wanna wake up. Bring back men in crop tops. Because, like, it's a look. Bring back men in crop tops. Bring them back. I mean, why did we stray away from that? Take us back to the 80s or whenever they did that. I'm pretty sure it was the 80s because I know Johnny Depp wore a crop top on Nightmare on Elm Street, and I think that was honestly a really good move on the designer's part. I do. That was a good call. I think we need to bring back men in crop tops because I feel that everyone should be able to wear crop tops. Everyone should be able to wear crop tops. Clothes don't have clothes. Hey, you can wear whatever you want. You can wear whatever you want. I think we should wear crop tops. I think men should wear crop tops. I think, and don't ask any more questions about it. And you know what else? The other day, I don't remember what I was going to say just then. So I'm going to tell you guys a story. When I was in 5th grade, of course, I did not have friends. That's kind of a reoccurring thing in my life. But when I was in 5th grade, there was this one guy who we kind of had this enemies to lovers thing going on, minus the lovers part. And I was like so in love with him. So in love with him. He actually probably wished I had died. He probably wished death upon me. That's fine. I was in love with him. And there was one day we beefed all of the time, okay? But there was one day I was sitting in my chair. I was sitting and he sat at a diagonal from me. And I was just doing my work. And mind you, I have bad allergies. And so I'm doing my work and I sneeze. Hey, I snotted everywhere. I did. I snotted everywhere. I was so embarrassed. This one guy goes, "Ew, that's so disgusting." And I was like, "I know, I was sorry." Crying. Hey, tears. And this guy goes, the guy I'm beef with, he goes, "Hey, she's already embarrassed enough. It's not even a big deal. Leave her alone." I had a crush on him for the next 4 years. And I think it is really easy to get to my heart. Show me a little bit of attention, you kind of already have won me over. You know what I mean? Show me a little bit of attention, and I'm like, hey, my heart is yours. We should definitely get married. So there's also that. And that was embarrassing. And I did beef with this guy a lot. I did, but I was always nice to him. I really was. I'm a nice girl. He didn't like me. I don't know why. And that's fine. Most people don't. I think I have this aura I put off. I was talking to my dad the other day this morning. I was talking to my dad this morning, actually, and he was like, people don't like you. And that was the end of the conversation. No, I'm kidding. He was like, people are intimidated by how great you are. I love when parents do this. Because if someone's mean to you, your parents are always like, it's because they're jealous of you. They're jealous of how beautiful and amazing and talented and smart you are. They're literally so jealous of you and they're intimidated. That's really it. And I wish that was true. I think some people just don't like what I got going on. That one girl who took my spot at the concert, I think she just didn't like me because I gave her no reason to dislike me because I had never really talked to her. I think she just didn't like my aura. How many aura points did I lose? What does that trend mean? I'm looking on this because I have things to talk about. Oh, yeah, okay. So I want to add to my list of things that I'm really attracted to in guys. So let's kind of do a little refresher. So things I really like. I love funny men. Love a funny guy, okay? I need my man to be funny. Another thing I find attractive, when they can type well. When I see a guy who can type really well, big turn on, don't know why. I don't know why. What them hands do. I also love this one. Really gets me. My toes are out. This one really gets me going. When a guy can shuffle cards well, love that. By the way, get into that for a minute. But one thing I've added, I love nice arms. You know when like a guy, like when they're backing out, they put their arm over and I've only seen it in movies. Is it real? Is it real? I need that. I really do. I need a boyfriend. But yeah, arms, they get me. They really do. So, yeah. Yeah. So, I'm going to tell you another story. It's kind of like story time. When I was in my senior year of a lot of bad things happened in my senior year of high school. When I was in my senior year of high school, we used to have to read these poems and kind of do like a little analysis on them. And there was one day, it was the day Midnights was going to come out by Taylor Swift. And it was like going to come out that night. And I was going to have a Taylor Swift party. My sister and I, we throw little parties. It's just us two that are there when Taylor Swift has the album release. And it's really fun. And I was telling my friend at the time, I was telling her about it. And this guy turns to me. He goes, "Beth, shut up. No one cares." I wasn't even telling the class. I was just telling her. And I was just like, I didn't have the balls to say anything, so I just turned around and kept telling my friend. And then this one guy who I literally had a crush on him. He goes, "Yeah, I was literally going to say the same thing, like, shut up." I was so upset. I was like totally icked out after that. It really hurt my feelings. And so after that, I'm picking off my nail polish. Oh my God, this sucks. So after that, I went home that night, had my Taylor Swift party, didn't go to school the next day. And that next day, I was actually supposed to read my poem that I had picked out and was supposed to analyze, but I missed school because of the Taylor Swift party. I partied too hard and I stayed up till 3 a.m. that night. And my mom actually had no intention of sending me to school that day anyway. It was just a good old time. So I didn't go to school. And it was so fun. But that Monday when I went back, I had to read my poem. But I was so mad that they said that to me about Taylor Swift. And because it was just mean. It was a mean thing to say, telling me to shut up. That I chose to read, the poem I chose to read was a poem by Taylor Swift. And I went up there and I was like, so, hey guys, the poem I'm going to read is by Taylor Swift. And then all at once, in unison, they all started making fun of me in the class. Like, literally everyone in the class started making fun of me. And the guy who told me to shut up. So my camera died. Camera died in the middle of the story. So it was actually really, really fun and amazing. Really enjoying that. So I will be finishing the episode like this. Anyway, so here's what happened. I was like going up there. I went up there to share my poem. And of course, they all started making fun of me. And this guy said, the one who originally told me to shut up, he told me, I'm going to write the worst essay about you and how awful this poem is. And I'm going to go so hard because this is so embarrassing for you. And it's awful. This is awful. He said that to me in front of everyone. And the guy I had a crush on was, of course, agreeing. He was agreeing. And then my teacher was like, shut up. Literally, shut up. Why would you say that to someone? She's literally going out there, putting herself out there to read this poem, and you're just going to make fun of her. And to my teacher, Miss Johnson, I literally love you so much. Love you. You're like, you're my girl. You're my girl. But yeah. So I read my poem. And it was actually really amazing. We had to give like a reason why we chose the poem, and so the reason I chose the poem that I said the reason I actually chose it was to in spite of them. But I said I had chose it because I just shared a really sad story about my life and then I started crying a little bit. I made them feel so bad.
I didn't even tell you guys, like, another crazy part about that happened. So yeah, I made them feel really, really bad because I told like a really sad story from my life. It was a true story, but it was really sad, and I was able to cry, so that was really fun. But I made them feel so bad that the guy I had a crush on ended up messaging me, DMing me on Instagram, and he was like, "I just want to say we're really sorry for making fun of you." Um, he used like a really fancy word in his apology. I just don't remember what it was, but he apologized, and of course I did not forgive him. So I just left him on red, and then later he caught me in the hallway. He's like, "Did you get my message?" But he wouldn't even look me in the eye. He said it as he walked away, and I was like, "Yeah, I got it." I forgive him now, of course. Um, I don't forgive him for it, but we're on good terms. Let me say that. But yeah, he messaged me saying he was sorry. He said the whole side of the room was sorry. He was apologizing on their behalf. So yeah, I'm crazy, but I got what I wanted in the end. So
I have never felt better in my life. And I just wanted to share that. I feel like this episode sucked so bad. I just got off to a rough start. This whole night has been a piece of poo. Everything has gone wrong. Literally everything has gone wrong. It's so embarrassing. But this has been another episode of The Buzz with Beth. I'm so sorry everything sucks all the time. If my hands touch it, it's bad. I got the Midas touch, but like for horror. And I think that's fun. I think that's really fun. It's quirky. It's a quirk I have. But I hope you enjoyed it nonetheless. Wish me a happy birthday because I deserve it. At this rate, I really do. I'm kidding. You don't have to. But again, I'm so happy you guys are here. I loved these 7 months with you so far, and it's been great. I'm so happy to be 19. I love you so much, so much. Bye. Meow, 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 meow. 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 I don't know what I'm doing.